What's up YouTube and welcome to another creative and spicy homebrewed original deck. It's Zilean, Sivir, Howling Abyss. Now let me tell you right away, this is not the most competitive deck, it won't be the best choice for climbing, but it is very fun and it could kind of hold its own ground in high diamonds ladder. And before I jump into this deck, a lot of people have been asking me, but Lobster, why don't you play Akshan in this one? Two reasons. First of all, I already have a video on Akshan, Sivir, Howling Abyss, I link it somewhere up here. And the other reason is that I think Zilean is actually a pretty good meta tech. You'll notice right away that we went pretty heavy on AoE removal with this deck. We're playing 3 copies of Avalanche, Blighted Ravine, Ice Shard, as well as Zilean for his time bombs. And that should help us a lot against all of the Cannon Ahri decks that are running around, all of the Spider aggro or other burn aggro decks, as well as all of those Bandle City piles who kind of just fold to Blighted Ravines and Avalanches. And time bombs are not only useful for AoE effects, but it's also very synergistic with the landmark destruction that we need for Herald of the Mages, one of the spicier techs in this list and one of the finisher enablers basically. So our game plan is generally this, stall the early game, kind of control the early game. We have some early units that help us. We have Treasure Seekers as well as Rockhoppers. Of course, Rockhoppers, Roiling Sands also very synergistic with the Herald effect. But we mostly stall with all of the AoE cards that I mentioned earlier on, and we get some help from some solid 3/3s. Devout, which of course is technically a 3-mana 8/6. Most of the time we'll drag the game out long enough that we actually get some value from the restored Devouts. And we have the good old control staple Kindly Tavern Keeper here to keep us safe and keep us healthy. Besides that, Quicksand is a really good tech against most of those Ahri decks, as well as Pantheon decks, as well as Lee Sin and so on that is currently running around. You can go for even more copies of Quicksand or Flash Freeze 3 Sisters, maybe even Troll Chance depending on what you face a lot. Now we are a bit short on single targeted removal, but this is where Siphoning Strike comes in. Not the most reliable removal tool necessarily, but it does have a pretty huge payoff here, and that is buffing all of our champions, and that also includes all of the champions that we pull from Howling Abyss. And of course, buffing them is even better if we eventually get overwhelms onto those champions, so they really benefit from the big stat lines. And the last hack I didn't mention yet is the Absolver. So Sivir is pretty easy to level in this list because she also does passively level up from all of the damage that the AoE effects deal, so the Ravines, Avalanches, Time Bombs, Ice Shards. But at the same time, if we pull any level 2 champion from Howling Abyss and play them, it immediately already activates the Absolver. So once we kind of controlled the early game, removed our threats, then stabilized in the mid game, we can then start spamming super buffed and beefy champions from the Howling Abyss and look to close out the game with giving something Overwhelm. Now I will say right away there are a lot of potential tech choices I could think of, and I'm not sure if this list is anywhere close to being refined, to be honest. Some of the things I was thinking about would be Unraveled Earth. It's really good for speeding up the Herald of the Mages condition, and this deck can be a bit clunky sometimes. The draw also feels pretty nice. And we have Desert Naturalist, which can be a very big power spike in the mid game, especially if you put it onto the Sarcophagus as early as turn 4. Naturalist, of course, a great tech in mid-range board-centric matchups, as well as against decks like Thralls and Bandletree as landmark removal. Rite of Negation can be pretty nice against some control matchups. Then, of course, more copies of Absolver or maybe Herald are also pretty nice to close out games more consistently if that's what you're lacking a lot. And another idea to double down on some AoE removal would be Spirit Fire. So yeah, feel free to tweak the list to your liking. And I will say this deck has a pretty unique playstyle, like a weird combo style with the Overwhelm with the Howling Abyss. But that also made the deck very interesting and allowed for some epic gameplay and epic RNG moments. And I want to share some of those highlights from my stream with you.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
Okay, I prismatic my drop board. The RNG has only gotten worse. Jesus, why would anyone ever prismatic their drop border? How do we win this matchup? Opponent not finding Lee Sin, right? Why Shurima over SI for ARAM? Herald of the Mages. Just Overwhelm.
If it's made of sand, I
Oh, I hate this. I kind of need to rush down my opponent, but I do allow them to play Eye of the Dragon into Gifts from Beyond. The Lee Sin Classic. I guess this thing also exists. Would not mind facing forcing a Pale or any spell here at all. I don't think the swing is good for my opponent. Siphoning this turn? I won't have anything to siphon with. Alright, let's smork. Oh, this would have been an okay spot to play Waking Sands, actually.
We each hold a world within.
Playing against this deck is just straight up silly. I blame my draw. It's been hella inconsistent.
Breathe in, breathe out.
End round good? Nah. Do we believe, chat? Do we frickin' believe? Twin Disciplines, Guiding Touch, Pacus Gain. Yikes. I'm not sure if that's good enough. Severum. Pretty hot.
shovel. We got it first. Find your own.
Okay, Howling Abyss. Show me what you can do. Can't even think of anything I can pull that saves me. Pike plus strike. Oh, wait. This can actually work. Could Pike be the best possible pull? Potentially. I mean, our opponent can still have Palm, Will, Hush, Homecoming, Gravitum. But I've seen worse. Oh, they're looking for something. Wait, this might actually pop off. I mean, this is just Absolver, right? Ice Shard's kinda hot. Yeah, I mean, we have Herald of the Mages. We won't need this anymore later. Gorgeous. Thanks for the carry, Pike. Oh no. Oh no. Not again. Ooh. Ooh. How in the hell am I winning this? Concussive Palm is scary. Not really, right? I just go Sion and I still have Quicksand. Tavern Keeper might be safer. Play Sion next round. Yeah, I don't want to lose to a random ass Lee. Okay, I don't need Pike anymore. It's fine. Oh, that's spicy. Mucho spicy. I love it. I think Pike was the only pull that could have turned the game around. Told you guys. It was just about making freaking Howling Abyss prismatic. It's the whole difference maker. It changes our karma. It improves our gameplay. I played a combo deck once with a card that makes you draw until you draw a non-landmark. Sandseer? Okay, we got the tempo curve, but... I mean, I could keep this. Suicide the Devout on 3. This is like this would be much better against a mid-range matchup. This type of opening hand. Might have been too greedy for this matchup.
Would you look at this place?
What to mulligan for an Akshan Sivir? It really depends on the matchup and who has the attack token. But you'll definitely want Akshan or a Vagabond in most matchups. Against aggro, you want Tracker or Treasure Seeker. You're sacrificing Draven? Wild. Who plays survival skills in this deck? I mean, it's not that uncommon.
The sun rock got me good.
And I thought there was something good to see.
Can you tell us more about the card ratios in this deck? I was just very uncertain on what to play and put a lot of one-offs on. In, rather. I mean, all the one-offs kind of make sense. They're very situational. I guess I gotta take these. I mean, I don't really have to. This forces burn and I outvalue my opponent anyway. Could be might. No, I think it's fine. Right, assuming I outvalue my opponent anyway, I only need to protect my Nexus HP at all costs. Block with 2-4. That was a brain fart, yeah. My bad. Ice Shard kinda good here though. It's better and better. At this point, my opponent has to expect an avalanche with this pass.
I suppose you'll do.
Surprise, surprise, it's not an avalanche. Holy smokes, we're picking this matchup apart. Didn't expect it to pop off like this.
Watch out for the hot dupes, you maniac!
They better watch out for me. You got caught.
Witness perfection, meet legs. Prime and ready. Safety disengaged.
I don't think Herald is good this turn. I can't resist. I just can't resist. Giga chat Zilean.
System upgrade.
I see something.
Quickly.
Just letting all the damage slip through, okay. Yeah, the reason why I was hesitant about playing Herald of the Mages is the way we still lose this game is this ballistic bot getting huge and hitting us with ambush. So I was thinking of just avalanching into Time Bomb. But we'll just try to Siphoning Strike it next turn. Blighted Ravine, hold!
System upgrade. Rise, metal brethren.
Hold! Zilean needs to get the lethal swing here. He deserves it. Replace Ravine, ooh. Yeah, that probably would have been the best play, I didn't think about it. Oh, GG, never punished. And Twitch chat is genius sometimes. With Herald, do you need Absolver? No, but it's still our best win condition. Like, I'll be honest. Nice deck they're playing there. Zilean is not the... I mean, rather, Herald of the Mages is not the best win condition. Neither is Howling Abyss. Absolver is pretty good, though. These are gonna be really good. They're, like, literally a Yeti and a half. As long as we don't get overrun. Guys, I've played Akshan Sivir before. The deck is completely different from this one.
Now, where am I?
Swing doesn't make sense. I don't want... Like, I'm not really rushing down my opponent and I don't want to give them a draw into a trapper. Probably start to get landmarks rolling. Perseverance first. If my opponent swings, they might swing with Yeti only. That means I pick off the sentry for... Damn it. That's a good blocker, though.
Gently, gently.
Nice. This worked, though, like, not having to deal with the sentry swing as well. So, we can deal with one Guardian, 2 would be kind of rough. No Abominable Guardian, nice. So this is just a prime time bomb into Avalanche. Premium rather than prime. Ooh, okay.
Line up.
Oh, this is so good. Look at this. Look at it. That's why we play Zilean, by the way. What would Akshan have done here? He would have literally died to his own Avalanche. But the time bomb, on the other hand. Ooh. I mean, I think we play Abyss next turn. I can go 3-drop this turn. I can't really. Still feels like Rockhopper into Devout.
I can write it. What a shame for you.
Abyss is not that good yet while we don't have Herald activated. I mean, I like Herald Time Bomb more, I think. Okay, I don't want to trade this into a 3-3. So Zilean can still die to Culling Strike or Reckoning. Reckoning only if my opponent already has a Yeti. Okay, so Culling Strike. What else? Fury is not really being played. I don't want to attack with the Devout. I want to trade it into Yeti, not the 3-3. I guess I could swing with everything else. This looks kind of good, doesn't it? Hopefully baits my opponent to block with the Yetis, and then we time bomb. I don't like this block by my opponent because it's now my opponent can't uptrade the Devout anymore. Like, I think it's not good for them. But they might be going for a Reckoning, and that's why they're just trying to trade everything off, not take damage. Rite of Negation is going to be lovely here. Ooh, almost leveled. Spell Shield Overwhelm.
Bright future, just as I've always known it would be.
Okay, we wait for the Reckoning and then we right into Siphoning Strike, I think. Then we play Sivir on our turn. Win the game. Ooh, okay. It's a bit of an issue. Because Troll Chant's really good right now. But we can still go Sivir into Siphoning Strike.
Heroes go hungry.
Yeah, don't care about the Overwhelm at this point. Just want to take out a 5-5. Giga Chat Zilean, 6-6 leveled up. Could just open with another Siphoning Strike next turn. Yeah, but open attack looks kind of good. Siphoning stops their attack. They never really had an attack. The Yetis trade into the... Right, Ricochet. I don't think I like Siphoning though. Is it better than open attacking? Probably not. Hoyo! Double Ravine? I mean, I think we're getting the finish this round. Bonk for memes? Like, it could be good. Troll Chant freeze? Ooh. This is still double Ravine lethal. We're also activating Reputation. Reputation against this board is gonna be lovely. I mean, the Ricochet, rather. Alright, let's take the secure win. I don't want Sion to tank a whole Ricochet here. G to the G. That's actually kind of popping off.
Just as I thought.
Okay, Chompers. Ice Shard is okay, but no, wait, this combo is probably a keep though. Apart from that, Avalanche and Ravine.
The forest and I are one.
Would you look at this place?
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think so. Rolling Sands is really cool design though. Like it allows for a lot of interesting gameplay forks. Black Room recommendation to counter Mono Pantheon? Probably Darkness with a lot of mini-morphs. Anything with a lot of mini-morphs, Hushes, Freezes, Stuns, Homecomings. Should be good.
Nothing's lost. It's just waiting to be found.
Spiders, yeah, or just out racing them. Spiders will probably be your best bet. I mean, they don't usually run lifesteal. Siphoning Strike Ahri? I'm not sure if that deck plays recalls. Apart from that, I'd rather prefer Bombs or Ice Shard. The strike is not bad. What do you mean? Pass. Now that she's out of Twin Disciplines range, Siphoning Strike's gonna be good. I don't think this deck main decks a lot of recalls, right? I'm not sure if it main decks any, actually. Although the Avalanche felt really good, it didn't actually do that much. Killed off 3 Poros and the Flame Chompers from a Boom Baboon. Like, we're not really getting card advantage. Could go for the Chompers instead. That would also play around the Lulu. But then again, after Siphoning Strike went through, I don't mind Sivir dying anymore. What's the win-loss count with this deck? It's probably negative. It's not too bad though. I think I dropped a bit of LP, but not a lot. Fair. So the Twin Disciplines read was right, and now we forced a lot of resources. Now we can win through card advantage. It's probably the best opportunity we'll get in a while to play Abyss. What does Ahri do in a PNZ deck with Lulu? It's all about Chompers. You can make use of the quick attack to remove a unit. And the Chompers are infinite discard fodder. And of course, the synergy with Lulu should be evident. Okay, definitely outvaluing our opponent. Suit up. Nice.
By my hand will Noxus rise.
What? Main deck defective swap bot? Nice stat line it has though. I gotta respect it. Yeah, that was a true OG move, stealing the 6/9 stat line. Double Abyss.
To heal and protect.
She protect, but she also attack. Okay.
Warm hearts and hot soup.
Why do people always concede preemptively? That was a good one though, GG.
Today we have determined our own fate.